Hey everyone, welcome to this video. Today I will finally move my witchy stuff into my new home, and I decided to take you with me on this journey of organizing and putting my room together. Moving is quite a mixed experience somewhere. On one hand, it's super exciting to go somewhere new and start a new chapter. On the other hand, it's scary and unpredictable almost, because you need to leave behind a part of your life. Moving always comes with surrender. In my case, moving away from the city I have lived in for 4 years was so much more stressful and dramatic almost than I anticipated. So today is finally the day where I can rest and relax and finally move in my last box, which is all my witchy things I took with me from my old space. Now, in my old apartment, the witchy side of my life kind of took over after years of living there, and my witchy things were scattered around every corner and every shelf of my room. So I sat down with myself and organized everything, and to my surprise I wanted to get rid of almost half of it, because after this time I spent on my journey I changed a lot, and the things I bought or was gifted like 5 years ago didn't make much sense anymore. So I parted ways with lots of things, and I decided to get rid of herbs that were too old and didn't feel like they had any kind of energy left anymore. I got rid of lots of crystals, because some of them I got from people that were very difficult, some were even dangerous, and I always kept the crystals because in my head I was like, oh, but crystals are so expensive, it will be so difficult to get new ones. But when I sorted out these things, I was like, I will never use these crystals because I attach all these memories of those people onto them. It's no use keeping them, so I just gave them away. The same with things I thought in the beginning of my path I needed to buy because that's what everybody was doing, so I needed these things. Ended up just laying in a box on the top of my shelf because I didn't feel comfortable using them. They didn't come natural to me, so they were just collecting dust, and I was like, even though I spent lots of money on those, there's no use for me clinging onto these things. Before putting everything back onto its new home and new shelf, I decided to organize everything, sort everything, give the herbs that didn't have a place yet or a glass container yet a new space. So that's what I'm doing here. I also sorted different things, cleaned some things up. Later, when I moved everything into the shelf, I actually discovered some things I wanted to get rid of, like some candles I didn't like, some herbs I thought were way too old. But overall, I cleaned everything up, organized everything, and made it ready to put it onto my new witchy shelf. To this place where all my stuff is. Oh, so dark all of a sudden. Welcome. This is my witchy shelf at the moment, and I want to introduce you to the things I have left from top to bottom. I moved in here 2 weeks ago, and 2 days ago I finally managed to put all my witchy stuff on the shelves, and this is the main shelf, and I will show you throughout this room how I placed my witchy stuff and how I decided to organize my things. On top we have bottles that are not in use, olive oil, books that are not relevant, and ocean salt. Then I have, I don't know how to show you this. I cannot stand here and be like, because you cannot see, right? It's too far away. Is it? Oh. Next we have all my essential oils. I wouldn't recommend this brand because almost all of them, I don't know if you see it, they leak. So that's super annoying. This is like a specific wood I collected in Greece on one of the islands. If you break it in half, it smells really intense. And I have these. This is patchouli, and I have it in frankincense as well. Then I have these tiny ones. In here are seeds for different flowers for seed spells. I have like a glass with tiny glasses for spells. Then here we have basil, witchy tip for everyone. Put all the things under it, because in 5 years you will sometimes not know what you have in here. So this is basil from Greece, but it's almost empty, sadly. Ba-dum. Here we have a glass where I keep some of my old spells, at least the ones I didn't lose. The spell bottles that are already fulfilled their job. Sadly, just 2 survived from all the ones I made so far, but all of them, they have like a story, and that's why I keep them, because these stories are very important to me. So then we have bay leaves. Oh, I didn't put it on there, shame on me. Bay leaves. This is sage from my mom's garden. This is cherry flower I harvested. Like, this is 4 years old. I don't even know if they're active anymore, and should check that. And then we have this stone here. I don't know what this is. I found this for like €1 on a flea market. I want to hang it on top of my altar. So then this is a tea blend, and I put everything that's in here underneath so I don't forget. This is a tea blend I use for rituals. Then we have Casper. At the moment he's not in use because from all the moving he lost his ears and his tail, and I need to fix him before I can activate him again. But I thought I like the idea that he sits on all the ingredients I use in his spell. It feels like a little dragon, like a money dragon hoarding its like prized treasure. Behind we have all the Palo Santo I have left. I bought this 5 years ago or 6 years ago, and back then I didn't know the problems that comes with the industry surrounding Palo Santo, so I would be very careful which kind you buy, because one of them is endangered, and if you buy it, to buy it ethically sourced, because it's very important to be more conscious about this. Because of the booming industry, they over-harvest Palo Santo quite a lot. This is a mushroom I glued on here to hold some of my witchy stuff. These are my angel cards, which I use to communicate with spirits or with my higher or inner self. Sometimes I use it to communicate with my shadow, but mostly I use it for spirit communication. Here are my witchy books. These are 2 of my grimoires. I have like 4 or 5, but these are the ones I actually use, so they're in here. And these are all the witchy books I decided to take with me here. The rest of them I have lots. The rest of them are at my parents' place at the moment. Here is, like, these are like spells that are in working right now, and Palo Santo. This is like the biggest piece of Palo Santo I have. This was in the box with the other ones. It was like a waste package, so this was the biggest piece in there, and the rest was like these tiny fragments. Then we have roses, dried ones. I dried them myself. Then we have chamomile, eucalyptus. Again, this is called Beifuß in German. I don't know what the English name is. These are olive from an olive tree, dried olive leaves. I use these in almost all spells. Like, they are so important for me. I have more down here, but this is so important for me. I use it in like everything. I have all of my incense sticks. I don't have a lot. I had so many of those because when I started like 5 years ago or 6 years, I don't even know, I bought an insane amount of these. But I rarely used them because they were always so powerful. So when I moved, I decided to sort like 90% of them out, and now I just have those I actually use, which is like jasmine, sage, frankincense, sandalwood, rose, and patchouli. Here we have another tea blend I have for my rituals. Again, I put down what's in. Excuse me! Sorry, tractor alarm. I put under it what's inside. I don't have a lot of this left, sadly. This was full once, but I used it in most rituals more than the other one. Then I have this key. No comment to this one. Yes. And then my last book I have. This shelf. So we have more glass bottles over here. This is my travel altar, my witchy travel altar. I cannot close it because it's just like, it's too much ocean glass. How do I do this? So we have salt in here from Hallstatt. This is an ancient salt mine which I visited as an archaeologist. So this has a lot of meaning for me because it combines archaeology with witchcraft for me. We have even more olive leaves because I can never have enough of those. These are stones I collected from the ocean in Greece. Then I have things to make candles myself. And all the spell candles I had left. I had so many spell candles and this is all that's left. A black one and a pink one. Then I have more candles. This is from bees. And then just very normal white ones. So that's it for this shelf. At the lowest one I still have more candles. These ones. But these are not spell candles. This is just either to represent the elements or just for decoration purposes. Here we have marble. Very weird and specific, I know. This is allspice, nelken. This is back when I was studying geology. I got this from like a coal mine. This is pumpkin seeds from last Samhain. Not many left. This is hazelnut. This is like seeds, again for a seed spell. This is coffee for Casper. This is lemongrass. This is lavender from my mom's garden. This is eucalyptus again. I harvested myself in Greece and dried myself. This is cinnamon. This is lemongrass and ginger. And back here we have lavender again. To this shelf there's my oldest tarot deck I have. This is older than me. It has like such a strong personality that I don't dare to use it yet because I feel like I'm not worthy. I have my bell I use in every spell and ritual and to cleanse everything. This is a tea cup I found. It's a very old one from DDR. And I found this when I investigated abandoned mansion with my best friend. So I used this for divination. Next shelf we have salt again. This is my other tarot deck which I use most of the time. Bam! Tower. Best card to introduce this deck to. No kidding. And here's most of my witchy jewelry. Here's hematite. Here are all of my necklaces my friend made for me. Like a broken one I need to fix. Evil Eye Charm, which I use as a necklace if I feel the need for it. There's some rose quartz. Tiger's Eye, the bone dice I use. So here's a ceramic bowl I made myself, and in here are most of my witchy crystals. I don't use crystals a lot, that's why I don't have many. This is my selenite stick. This is normally under my pillow. I have here rose quartz, like a huge piece. And over there, stopping my books. And underneath I have some plant books. And dinosaurs. This is my improvised altar at the moment. Here we have a spell, which I need to clean up. Another spell. Here's my first ever crystal I got when I was a child still. Here are the bay leaves I moved from the shelf. Up here we have a steer and an improvised incense holder. Okay, I forgot to film an outro. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm so curious how my room will change and what things I can bring in, and how my witchy arsenal will like expand over time. I'm very curious about this. So I gave so much stuff away, I threw a lot of stuff away, so now I'm curious to bring in like new energy and new things, but this time with like more thought behind it, and not like in the beginning just like, oh, I need this, because it doesn't make sense and it didn't work. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed this, and subscribe. I never said that on my channel. Bye bye.